Hi, Karah.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. My name is Crystal Carmen, and if this is your first time tuning in, I'm offering pop-up coaching. Um, I am a branding strategist, marketing strategist with Beauty and the Geek, and today we're going to be talking with Karah about some things that she implemented during her most recent in-person events. And those suggestions were provided by me, and we teamed up together to create these basically these steps to collect more information from the clients because everyone's email address, as I told Kara, is worth money, right? And when we go to in-person events, I think one of the things that I notice is that vendors generally are hoping to obviously sell their products, but they put so much effort into selling the products, they forget that the money is in being able to reach out to these people again, all of the contacts that come through their booth. So we changed the strategy just a little bit, and I'm excited to find out and to get a report back from Kara on that. So, Kara, tell us what the event was. What did I recommend, and how did that turn out for you?
So it was a craft fair at the school that I teach at. So I teach high school drama with my husband, and they were doing a craft fair. It's Perkins Valley in Collegeville. And I learned it. I learned about it at the last minute. I knew about it last year, and I asked her if I could do it for next year, and she forgot to tell me about it. So I was like scrambling at the last minute to get everything together. But um, we did a prize wheel. So basically, on the prize wheel, I put different like sample like bags together. I also put like a gift certificate on one of the bags and a prize bucket on the one. So basically, what they had to do to spin the wheel, I actually made signs too. So I made a sign that says text to spin, and all they had to do was text their name to my number in order to get a free spin.
Could
And
you
then,
hold that back up again? So I wanted to when this idea was being brought up, Kara had mentioned that she had a wheel. And I said that people are more drawn to things if they're going to get something like out of it, that they know exactly what they're going to be getting or what have you. And then we needed a way to capture the information, right? And to
mhm.
make sure that we just didn't have them spinning and then we weren't getting any information. So this was one of my recommendations. Could you read that out, Kara? Because it is reverse and I want them to
Okay.
know.
So it just says text to spin, and then it says text your name to my number, 908-235-9570, for a free spin. And then at the bottom here, I also put additional spins for every purchase of $25.
So
So,
what I did with this is I wanted to create a basically an increasing incentive, right? So if they purchased something and they spent more money, they would get another spin, giving them an opportunity to win, and basically incentivizing them to purchase more than the 25, than a smaller amount, like one item or what have you, because then they would be able to get another spin, right? So tell me how many email addresses you normally capture at these type of events. Tell me the lowest and the highest.
so I've gotten as low as like three,
Okay.
and I've gotten probably like 10 to 15 as the highest.
10 to 15 is the highest.
Mhm.
Okay. Using the method that I recommended, how
So,
many?
so for the spin itself, I got 15 people to text me.
Okay. 15 people to text you. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
And basically what I said when they got the prize is you will get a link in your message about how to use the prize. So,
Awesome.
and
So now they have a link to how to use the product that they won,
mhm.
right? Okay. How did you get the other 15 email addresses?
So the next thing I did, so basically before they even like as they were walking by, I was standing near the front of my tent and I had lipstick samples. I had lipstick and eyeshadow samples. And I just said, "Hi, how are you? Would you like a lipstick sample?" And a lot of people would be like, "Sure." And I was like, "Okay, here you go." And I would pick one that was like complimentary to them. Like I wouldn't give, them like the wrongest, like the wrong color, right? So I'd give them
Right.
one that I thought would work for them, whatever I had in my hands. And I would say, um, I am doing so I was like, okay, well, we're doing a raffle for a complimentary facial and a gift basket. All you have to do is fill out that form to enter to win.
Right.
Um, So, and I had this little sign there, and I had it like just on top of this little box that I cut a little hole in.
Okay.
Hubby cut a hole in. He doesn't trust me with razors. And I just sat this with like a little, like a bin with the entry forms and pens. So they just did this. And then I also said, the same thing, complimentary, fill out the form, entry form, and place in the box center for a complimentary facial, gift card, and gift basket. So that's the grand prize runner. And then runner-ups will receive a complimentary facial and swag bag, and then again, additional entries for every purchase of 25. So I actually got 32 people to put their names and numbers and stuff in here. And
So,
some of them did do both, but not everyone did.
so what is our grand total of
Um,
leads generated?
So I didn't count who was the same, but I think about 30, at least 35.
So we have 35 leads compared to what would have been 15,
Mm-hmm.
generally max, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't all the time. So how did you feel about that? What were your thoughts then, being able to generate those like so many leads in one visit, like in one event?
Yeah, it was exciting. It was a long event, so I was kind of like tired at the end of the day. So I was like, I don't care about any of that. I just want to pack up and go home. But
Right.
like the next day, I was like, oh, how many leads did I get? And I was like, oh my god. But I also sold at the event, which I typically never sell anything either. So that was good too.
Let's talk about that. Okay. So, one of the second things that I have recommended that you immediately implemented, which one of the things that I will say that I absolutely love about working with you is that you are so quick to implement. Like I'm like boom, you're like boom, and so I feel like we pair up well that way. What did I recommend as far as the bags and how'd that go?
So you recommended mystery bags and sets. So I left my mystery bags in the car, but basically I have pink bags because obviously makeup. And
Right.
I put a little sign that had like a bag with a mystery sign on it, and it said mystery bags. And I even put a sign next to it. I like my signs. Can you tell? So I put the sign on like a little pedestal, so that it's like mystery bags for 25. Um, and I just said what was in the bags. I said mystery bags can have skincare, body care, makeup, or a mixture of the three. So I put those out. I only put like eight up, eight of them up, and I kept the rest underneath. So just in case they all sold out and I wanted to put more up. So I ended up selling, I think, 2 or 3 mystery bags. I ended up selling some of my hats that I made, and I sold like a set.
So you basically got to sell these mystery bags. You normally don't sell things. You were able to sell them. One of the reasons why I had recommended those, right, Karah, was because they were easy. They didn't require the person to have to think through what they wanted. It was simple. It had a flat price, right? How much were your mystery gift bags?
So they were $25, but they could have anything up to 50.
Right. So they're getting extra. They feel like they're getting a deal. They're getting extra. This is also a great way for you to include products that might be discontinued, that might not be moving as quickly as others, but still give people like a low cost, feel good purchase that has more value than what they're paying for, and everyone loves that. And then, so you were able to sell those, and then you also sold one of the lip teenies.
I sold a makeup remover set, but I do have people really like my lip teenies during the holidays. I sell mostly during the holidays these. So I have these different kinds of lip teenies, and basically it's just a martini glass that I get from the dollar store, like super simple. And I put different kinds of lip glosses or lipsticks in it, with some mints and candy, lipstick samples, stuff like that. All tied up in a bow, and it's really cute. It's a fun lip concept, lip teeny. Who doesn't like that? I also do it with my satin lips. So everyone loves the satin lip set. It's amazing because it comes with a scrub and a balm. So this is a really popular one.
I love that. And this is also quick, easy. They don't have to think about it. It's already figured out for you.
Mm-hmm.
What was in the what did we do in the makeup remover one? What was in that set?
So I had some with just the makeup remover, but it was like bedazzled and like all pretty. And then I had some with like the mascara in it. And I like to put the Lash Love Panorama because that's my favorite mascara. And it's pink and it's fun. So, and it goes like in a little clear box so you can see what's in it.
Okay, so overall, between those really cute sets, you said the Lip Teeny, you did the mystery sets, you basically sold more product than you would have normally based on your history, right, with the events. And you received, if not double the leads you normally would have.
Yep.
So what are your thoughts overall on implementing these things?
Yeah, I mean, it was super easy. I mean, it took a little bit of time to set everything up, but I actually like doing that kind of stuff. So, and like it was, I had to go, I was wearing heels at the beginning of the day, which was like, oh my God, I had to put flats on. But it was fun. I mean, there was an influx of people. So there'd be like no one and then like a bunch of people. And I would be like, oh my, like at some point I was like, there's so many people in my tent. I was like, I don't know who to. So
Didn't I warn you of that though? That it was going to be increased?
yeah.
And that you would probably need like someone to come with?
Yeah, well, yeah, I try to get someone to come with. That
No,
didn't
and
happen.
that's fine. I just, because I knew. Like,
Yeah.
I knew that once you implemented it, you're going to have more traffic. And so I was trying to like, what is the word? Like just be preemptive on that. Knowing that you're going to have additional traffic. But now you know it works. So what's exciting is that, first of all, those lip teenies are cute. I can't lie. Like, those are adorable. How much are those?
It depends on what's in it. So like a lip gloss would be like 17. A lipstick would be around 20. The lip teenies or the satin lips for the full set is like 24.
Okay.
Stuff like that. So
Okay. Well, those are really cute. Like I said, they're fun, easy. I love it. I think that satin, definitely the satin lips is really cute. And if somebody wanted that, they could like contact you and reach you, right?
So you can text me or email me. I also have a beauty community on Facebook, and I usually have albums with all my stuff in it. I can always customize any kind of basket or anything really. So if you're like, I really want this product, but in a really cute thing, I can customize anything. So
So if somebody wanted one of those kits, we can text the word kit, right? Or set.
yeah. So you can text Kit
number.
Set Liptini to 908 235 9570.
9570, and we can text Lip Teeny. All right, let's see if I can add that there. Did that work? Give me 1 second. How about a martini? I love martinis. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see if I can get this to show up here. There we are. Text Lip Teeny to 908-235-9570 to get your Lip Teeny. There's an option for with lip gloss. There's an option for the sugar scrub, right? The lip scrub, and balm, right? And there was another option, which was the lipstick. So you text Lip Teeny and she will send you which 3 sets are available. But I'm going to tell you right now that the lip stuff, the lip scrub, satin lips is the bomb. I can personally vouch for this, as I myself used to be a Mary Kay girl.
The satin lips is always a favorite, yes.
So Karah, definitely successful. First of all, congratulations. Like, I know we're talking about this or that, but congratulations. I'm really happy that you were able to generate so many leads. I really love that you were engaging with your clients, with the people who are coming back to your booth. And it's exciting to hear that you could have used an extra hand, right? So you know that going into your next event, what to do, right? So that being said, let's talk about how we can implement some ways for you, because you want to create the same environment and you want to be able to generate leads online, right?
Yeah.
So what we do to think about that, right, is we got to take what occurred, what actually made this event so successful. So there was a couple of things, right? So there was obviously some active engagement on your behalf, right? But look at what was the core that attracted people. The samples, right? being able to win, which is gamification. That's what it's called in marketing. So we gamified the chances of winning, right?
Yeah.
And, so we did that. And then we also did a very small basic requirement for them, right? So we got a micro commitment from the consumer, right? And then the micro commitment was they had to text, they had to fill out a form. They did something to earn their reward, right?
Yeah.
And then you got back the information. And then obviously we have the lead collection, we have the process of giving them what they won, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this, Karah, is actually what you did is considered a funnel.
Okay.
Okay. So we have the funnel. Now, obviously we have to finish up the next step of the funnel, right? Which is those contacts need to be sent information so you can walk them through the next step that you want to. Now, how we can do this similarly online is you can host online events.
Mm-hmm.
You can also, let me pull up right now. Give me one moment.
So I started a Facebook group for online pampering events during COVID. I don't do a lot on it right now, but I would like to, pick it up again.
Okay, so what's the group's name?
So it's called Ultimate Home Pampering.
Okay, Ultimate Home Pampering.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone can look it up right now and join.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, um, online. Yeah. So it's called Ultimate Home Pampering on Facebook. If you're on my Instagram, you can go to my link tree and just go right to join us for an online pampering session. It'll bring it right up to there. You have to join the group in order to do it. I actually have an event coming up because we're doing the Uniquely Hue contest still until the end of September. So I have a online event when let's see, September 28th at 7:30. So basically all you have to do is fill out the form that's on there and you'll get a package in the mail for a makeup look, and you will come on the live with us, do the makeup, and then I will tell you how to take a selfie and send in for the contest. It's like a website that you just put your selfie in and a few things on there.
Okay.
And the winner of the contest gets $1,000, a personal virtual makeup class with Jaleesa Jarrett Khan, I think is her name, and a basket full of Mary Kay goodies. And there's going to be 3 grand winners and 10 backup winners. So the backup winners will get $500 in the basket. So,
Wow. Okay.
yeah. So I am hosting a virtual one of those because a lot of people can't meet in person because they're far. So,
Okay, but if they're part of your group, they can join, right?
so they can just go to that group. You'll have to request access, and I'll accept you. And then in the event page, it's also posted on the main news feed. But on the event page, there's an event coming up. You just say going, and then you fill out the form posted in that page.
Awesome. So, okay, bear with me one moment. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, do you see this?
No.
Hold on one second. Let's make sure I put my screen up here. All right, there we go. Do you see that?
Yep.
Okay, so this is called pickareel.com.
Okay. Oh, I know that.
So we have Pick a Wheel, and I went ahead and I did the virtual version of what you did at the booth, right? So this is a way for you to use the gamification that already works at your booth, at your table, online. So if I hit spin here, let's see what I won. And looks like I get a free sample of a lip gloss.
Okay.
So if you did this and you actually screenshotted just the way I did it, or did it on video just the way that I did now, do you see how awesome that could be?
So you'd have people text me their name for the prize, and then I would go live and spin everyone's prize thing.
You could also have them on a landing page, right? You can create a landing page. You can
Okay.
have them, what they have to do to earn a spin can change. It could be just comment on it with your email address. It could be, here's the, landing page that actually, request their email. And that's going to be the easiest. And the reason why I say that is, it's the easiest to collect, but people don't like to leave Facebook. So if you're going to do it on social media, you want to make sure that it's something simple like, comment here, comment your email here, email address, or, DM me your email. I like to just say drop your email here because it is a group. You don't have it as public facing, right, where anybody can join. They have to be approved. So I would go ahead and do that. And then just always make sure that you have rules in your group that specify that none of the emails that are in the group should be used by anyone else but yourself, et cetera. And then, I mean, we're all grown, but generally, if you have that, that should be enough. But the point is that you can basically gamify and take what you did at your table and put it up. Now let's talk about the free sample part, right? So I basically recreated the digital version of your in-person spinner wheel that I suggested, right? With the products. So we've done that now. How do we do you coming out with a sample? Okay, so let me pull up another page. One of the things when I used to sell Color Street during well, I can't say during the pandemic since technically we're still in the pandemic, but when it first hit, one of the things that I was doing when my studio was closed is I was able to sell instant nail polish, which I actually really love. And it's basically dry nail polish, and people loved it. So I had this thing called Crystal's Diva La Nail Group, right? And I would do the same thing that you were essentially doing. But I would do it on a regular basis. I'm trying to pull up the post. Let's go here so that way guys can see it, and you can see it, Karah, and hopefully this will also be helpful. All right, let's put my screen back again, and here we are. See Tuesday. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so on Tuesday, it says try before you buy, get a random sample. Here you have a picture of the samples, and then Tuesday samples are a perfect way to try before you buy, use them as accent nails, etc., and take the Color Streets challenge. You can essentially basically do this same thing. So you can put a post up that basically is your samples. You can have a picture of what those are in the graphic, like what they may possibly be able to get. And that's pretty much how you can do the same thing that you did at your booth, which is basically advertising these samples. I would take like a picture of 2 or 3 of these samples. I think I actually have, let me go back here because I believe that I have a picture of a set that I assembled that way. Let me see. Did I? Tuesdays, samples, new sets come in. Let me see if I can find the Tuesday post where I actually took, I did. Awesome. So let me show you what that looked like. See this?
Mm-hmm.
So here goes
like how what it looks like in the thing.
Yep. So here goes, they would get a Color Street catalog. They would get a little sample. I would include the little nail file and the nail pad. And then I had a sticker that said thank you and told you that you can text order to my phone number to get it or visit my website. And my own domain, right, is a lot easier than remembering like Color Street's domain. So I would put my own domain that simply rerouted back to my page. All right. And so if this information has been valuable, please leave a comment below. If you have any questions on how this can apply to your business and you're watching, please reply below. If you found this content valuable, you're welcome to comment about that or send stars to show your support. So this is a great way for you to post it. If you don't want to create a graphic, you can actually just do this. And people, I believe, let's see what the comments were. See, there was a comment saying that they love the packaging, right? And it says, it's still in doubt, want to try it, leave a comment, and I'll send you a free 2-strip trial set and brochure. This essentially becomes your way, Karah, of doing exactly what you were doing at the booth with the free samples. What's also great about that is because you're gifting it for free, it may be okay. You would have to read your contract, but it may be okay for you to do outside of your group.
Okay.
as well, because you're not selling anything, you're
Mhm.
gifting something.
Yeah.
And what I did to make my life easy is I would pre-pack these in envelopes, as you saw,
Hmm.
and pre-stamp them because I knew how much weight could go into the envelope.
Hmm.
And so all I had to do was basically put a name on it when whoever would claim every Tuesday. And I love doing the Tuesday because then you don't feel like you've got to mail these samples out every day, right? So
Yeah.
you have one day, sample Saturday, for example, right?
Hmm.
Every Saturday they can comment. You put the post up and you can schedule it. Since you can schedule a post in your group, you can make sure you schedule it in your group. You can't schedule a post on your profile right now, but you can still post onto there and say the same thing and just copy it. Once you see it, it'll remind you, snatch it, copy and paste, put it onto your personal page, and you can get out samples to people with a catalog. It's a great way to introduce new products as well. What do you think about that idea?
Yeah, and I was actually doing Try It Tuesdays for a while. So,
Mhm.
okay, I did do Try It Tuesdays, but I didn't say what, like, it was just like a package full of random samples, right? I didn't say, like, what exactly the sample was. So I'm going to try it with, like, here's the exact sample you're going to get.
Right.
So,
And it doesn't have to be a color. It could just be like what though? Because people want to know what they're getting, right? In my
mhm.
case, I never said I was going to send you a mermaid color, a purple glitter, a matte. I just had a representation though of what you were going to be sent because people are very visual and you have to keep in mind that when they're ordering for something online, especially something sample wise, if they can't be specific, they want to at least know how. So for example, you can even have two options. You can have one, they can pick color cosmetics sample set or skincare and skin products sample set. That way you can do, if I'm not into color cosmetics, but I like your skincare or I want to try, the satin hands or something like that. I know like, hey, I might get a moisturizer. I might get a satin hand sample. I might get a serum sample, whatever. So that way you can have the two set and you can have them choose. So text or type skincare or type makeup, and then you'll get that whatever. So you can really make this whatever you want. I just wanted to show you how I would basically recreate the experiences that you had on the booth, away from the booth and online, gamifying the samples, gathering information so that you can generate leads online. Now, idealistically, though, this is happening on a regular basis without you having to do it. So now that you know, and that we know that this is how it works, you're going to go in your group and you're going to schedule out the next 4 Saturdays offering those samples
Okay.
because it's the same post, right? So now we took away all the worry for the next month or the basically the mind bandwidth off of the samples. It's just going to go up every Saturday now. Make it easy for you,
Hmm.
right? Then you
So,
can do spinning is something you can do. You can mention that every night. You don't if you don't want to do it every night, you can have it the same way. Every Friday. You can spin, but in my group. So you can post on your page. And then when that person wins, you can actually take a picture of that. This is what this person won. This is what this person won today. This is what this person won. And telling these stories make people want to join the group.
okay. So you would do the spin and the sample thing, two different things?
Yeah, you want to basically keep your page and coming up in people's feed. So if you're not going to have your own independent site, this is the easiest way to keep yourself coming up in the news feed.
So, okay. So
Look how many
for
posts you have.
like, what?
Look how many posts you have. You have the spin post.
Hmm.
Then you're going to do the spin what they won. You're going to do a post about what they won,
Okay.
right? And then you're going to say, if you want to spin, don't miss out. If you want to be next to spin and win, join my group. Now, how could you manage to do this in a way that you're not the one doing it? You can have a website that actually has that available and then links to your other site. That's another option because you can use SEO to be found independently. You can also use search engine Pinterest to generate clicks back to your website. So these are really great ways for you to pull in leads automatically and getting people to request to be part of your group. You can put that as a page. So a lot of independent consultants don't realize that having their own, there are some benefits to having their own site, or at minimum having a blog. So if you're not ready to do a site, you can have a blog with some content on it. You can have this as an option to spin, and it can really help, like I said, grab you leads, because when you have a website, you can sort of automate it, right? Where you're not the one having to do the video of the spin, because they could just spin themselves. Like there's actual modules that are like there's actual codes that we can embed that will have the spinning go. You can have that. There's apps. There's like there's just so many different things, plugins to make that available. And the same thing, even if it's just to claim a free sample, you can say go to so-and-so-and-so.com and fill out the form. Just punch in your email and I'll send you out a free sample. Easy peasy. So that way you can automate those posts too, and you don't have to be actively going back to collect the information.
So, okay, I have multiple questions. My one question, so I actually know how to create a landing page, because I was playing around with Flowdesk at one point. So like where would you put your landing page? Like where, you know what I mean? Like
you would put it as a link in all of your the link. You would put it in all of your social media. Wherever there was a link, you would place it there. Or you could just use it as a link for those posts, specifically those posts.
Okay. Or if you're like making a reel or a story, you can put the link in there too. Absolutely. Okay. And then if you're someone who's never done a blog, doesn't even know how to start, like where would you start to do a blog?
I personally, if I was going to start a blog right now, I would go to WordPress.com. Keep in mind, WordPress.com is not the same as WordPress.org, which involves you it's basically open source and you kind of build what you want. WordPress.com has some pre-filled or pre-made templates that you can use to get started on your blog. It's really simple to get started. If anyone would like to have me come on and do a tutorial on how that would look like and how to use some of the features, I would be more than happy to come on and do that with you, and show you kind of like what that looks like and what some sample content would look like going on, and how we could create content for that.
Okay. And my other question was, so I know we have like the sample Saturday, maybe like spin the wheel Wednesday. What other kind of like engagement posts would you post?
People like to choose between things. So, you can pick some colors. I would couple some colors with some outfits. I have, for my nail group, I had like some pre-made templates and things of that nature. I told you that I like carry some of those myself. I have like a whole like game. You can do that. And you can also ask them to share what they look like, what they're wearing. Like, hey, well, what eyeshadow did you use today? Or, showing yourself off. Like, I'm wearing Poppin' Pink. Like, my red lipstick gets compliments everywhere I go, right? So I can just be like, oh, okay, I post a picture, share a photo. So in my nail group, you were encouraged to basically share. I had a day where it was all about just sharing what you were wearing, what set you had on.
Okay.
And so you can do that too.
Okay. Like share your lipstick for today or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Lippy of the day. Like, show me your lippy of the day. Show me your, look of the day.
Okay. I'm trying to think of other games that I could do.
Yeah, so I mean, try not to get like too overwhelmed with the games, but you can engage. Also, education is usually gets engagement, right? Mm-hmm. Just like right now, some people are tuning into this here and like listening and learning. So education is another one too, where you can be teaching somebody something, how to use something or giving them the steps. So one moment, let me go ahead and see if I can find in that same nail group how I did it. Okay, let's do that. Coming screenshots. Okay, see this?
Mm-hmm.
So here we have how to prep your nails for solids and close-up application. Please bear with me. This is my first tutorial. And I'm just basically, I am not in this video. Like I'm showing you how to use it, how to put the product on, and what they're looking like as I'm doing it. This video was about 10, look, didn't they come out cute? So this video was about 10 minutes long. And I think I went live with this one. And showed me how to use it, all right? And then we had 5 people that clicked on it. Angela said it was very helpful. Sheila said some of it was off camera, so I couldn't see. That just tells me I gotta be better at filming. It's a great video. So this was a successful post.
Mm-hmm. Now, you told me I should go live a lot more and that I should do longer lives. How often do you think, like, would you recommend going live, and how long should the lives be?
This is gonna sound so crazy, but I recommend that you go live as much as you possibly can. But that if you have a busy life like yourself, because you're like music extraordinaire, like you got
I sang for Crystal today, and she was like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, she sang for me. I mean, I had a concerto. I had a concert in my shop today. It was amazing. So when you have a busy schedule, just commit to once a week. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you commit to once a week, it'll just be easy to go live after that. And like technically, you're sitting in my commitment, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm going live every Monday. And here I am. I'm going live right now I have a guest coming on in approximately an hour, about being a professional and entrepreneur and being, in the single life. So like I'm going on with things that matter to me, with things that I love. I love coaching. I love helping people. I love marketing. So here I am with you, being present, coming on, giving people, I didn't have a predetermined time. I just know I'm getting on, I'm doing the coaching. It's Monday. That's it. I did what I said I was going to do. And then, I'm in an hour, I'm going to go on and I'm going to do what I scheduled myself to do in another area that I love, which is discussing like life and relationships. So it really, I really get to do what I love and help other people at the same time and engage with others and stuff. So just committing to once a week is enough. And then after that, it gets easier. I believe I've been live since, but like it gets easier. And then because I know that I committed to the once a week. That's what I meant, once a week. Because I committed to the once a week, if I decide to go live on Wednesday, that's just bonus. If I decide to go live on Saturday, that's another bonus. So yeah. I would say once, and then at least 30 minutes, because people come in and out of the stream. You got to think about it as your booth, right? Like you just said, some people came, then they stopped, then they go. Some people come, they stop, they go. And this is one of those things. Maybe somebody already knew some of this stuff, so they don't really care and they left. But then they pop back on because they went scrolling and they came back here like, hey, wonder what she's talking about now. So you got to see it as almost like you are at a booth at an event. And the shorter that you're live, the less the engagement. Right now we're at 4 viewers, right? But we were at 1 for how long?
Okay.
Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining. We're talking today about marketing. If you have a question and or comment about how to market at in-person events, vendor booths, or basically any in-person event, just let me know. Drop it in the comments and I'll try to address it here. I'm here with Karah, and she has the lip teenies. So if you are into lipstick, lip glosses, all of that good stuff, you can text Lip Teeny to her phone number and she's going to tell you what awesome products you can get. And we're basically discussing her success at her vending event by implementing some new marketing strategies. But anyway, as far as engagement is concerned, when you do lives, you want to go live for a longer period of time, at least 30 minutes to allow people to come in and out of the live. But I'd rather you go live, period. In person is my jam. Okay, so what in person events do you have scheduled to come up? Hold on one second. One moment. Sorry. Okay, so that being said, that's how you can engage people and get people to like interact with the content. The Atlantic Antic is your event. Oh, what is that? Let me look it up. I'm curious. It sounds interesting, doesn't it? The
So here's like a random question that's kind of coming off topic a little bit, but
oh, I love that. Okay,
let's say you have a group and you have almost 200 people in the group, but there's like no engagement whatsoever, no matter what you post. How do you reboost that group so that you get more engagement?
Never stop posting. So you're going to go ahead and keep posting, and you're going to start bringing more people into the group, because those new people aren't like stagnant, right? So those new people are going to be engaging with your content. So if you keep on posting, like I keep trying to tell people, I don't care how many people are not that I don't care, but like I'm going to post if there's only one person watching. Like that's it. I'm just going to keep doing it, right? And if you keep doing it and then you bring other people into the group and then they keep doing it, eventually there's going to be some engagement. No, it might not be with those other folk, but let them exclude themselves out, because people like to work together like in a group like that. They like to see what other people are doing. So somebody else is engaging, then they want to engage. Someone else comments, it comes back in the feed. That's how so you should bring in some new people, and then tell them and then shout them out. Welcome, hey group. Welcome to our space. Welcome this person, that person, and tag them. And that's what you keep doing whenever you have new people. Like every 3 new people, do a welcome post, welcoming those people to the group, or once a week, welcome new people to the group, because that is where you're gonna be able to. Yes, I saw that. I'm gonna address that right now because it seems like a really cool event. So basically, you want to make sure that you are just being consistent, right? If they're not engaging, then find out why they're not engaging. What do they respond to? Go through your group and look at the time that you had the most comments. What was it? Was it a look? Was it like the one beautiful thing that you guys have right now that I think entrepreneurs don't even grasp is you have data. And with data, you can predict what's going to happen, right? So you have information. That group is your information. Go all the way back. And if there's 200 people and 10 people commented on one particular post, you need to redo that post. You need to do posts like that over and over and over again till they're sick of you. Because that's what got people to engage. I'm lying. I don't want you to do that all over and over. But my point is to mimic the same thing, right? Okay. So the beautiful thing about data is it allows us to analyze the information so that we can now know how to make an educated guess about what to do next and what these people would like. You have to crunch in and understand your customer. So that part is like your client avatar or whatever. That'll be another live. But right now, just go back in your group, analyze what's going on in that group. What is the benefit of being in your group? What are you doing for me? What am I getting out of this that I'm not getting on your regular page? How is this special? What are you doing for me that I'm not going to get somewhere else? Figure out what that is and then address that. And then keep on doing it, but you got to keep funneling people into there because people like to see new engagement. Okay. You have to, your Facebook group is essentially a place where you get a group of people who are interested in specifically in you, specifically in what you do. But what is the benefit? Otherwise, I'm in here for what? So there's got to be some reward, some reason that I should keep engaging with your content. Okay. And you can even say that, like, everyone who could, one of my games was saying something like, if you post on this, or the person who responds the most by the end of the week, because it tells you so-and-so was the most responsive. and you can be like, oh, okay, well, this person is going to win A, B, C, D. I did a reward for the person who shared the most of their selfies.
Like
Where,
engagement contests.
hmm
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. Play games every Friday night. I had a game go up. People knew if they were at home and they had just came off of work that they could play a game in my nail group,
Okay.
asking them fun questions. So that's a way to keep people engaged and bring value to your clients. Because at the end of the day, that's what they want. That's why they joined your group. Some value. There was a perception of value. So when I had my so I have a group called Six Figure Beauty Moguls, and in that group, I'm giving you many trainings on how to grow your business. I was bringing up clients on live coaching sessions, solving their problems right there on demand, and those videos are still in that group. So even if you, Karah, joins right now and signs up, you can go all the way back to the beginning and start the training process of being a six-figure beauty mogul. So the value never changes because it's all in there. If I put you in a nail group right now, you can scroll and I have the tags and everything. You'll figure out how to wear the Color Street products. That Tuesdays when I give out samples. All this information is there for you. So you want to make sure that you're solving problems for your customers and that you are turning them into clients by making them purchase consistently because they see and get value from you and you're solving their problems. And if you don't know what their problem is, you had better go ask them.
Okay. So how do you ask them?
What's your biggest beauty issue?
Okay.
What do you wish you knew about beauty that you don't? You know how many women I know want to wear makeup, have no idea how to? How do I pick an eyeliner or lipstick for my skin color tone? So that's just one of the ways. All right. So we had someone that's tuning in right now who asked about the Atlantic Antic, Artist and Fleas, and some other regional events. So I went ahead and I looked that up. And so it's the Atlantic Antic Festival. I believe it's hosted in Brooklyn. Please comment and let me know that I have the right event. It says official Atlantic Antic Facebook page for New York City's largest street festival. That's awesome. So let me go ahead and look up a little bit of data on that. So I'm going to go here and see if I can get some information on this event. Okay, so I looked for the Atlantic Antic and I Googled the turnout, and it is huge, 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 huge. So let's show you what I'm seeing here. So I'm seeing the pictures will return to Brooklyn on October 2nd. When I click into this link here, it's telling me here that it's returning for its 47th year on Sunday, October 2nd. And like, do you see how many people are here? This is humongous, right? And even if we say, okay, it's not going to be as big this year or what have you because of COVID, the point is that it's going to be huge. So here's my thought on that. Definitely create your inventory, okay? I think it's a fantastic event. I think that anybody that crafts or does something that can be easily picked up at a table, they would be smart to attend that event. Now, what you can do in the meantime, though, is use perfect. So you can use everything that I basically just went through with Karah. Create some gamification. I'm not gonna lie, I would keep it to about 3 pulls, right? Meaning like 3 things that you're gonna focus on pulling. So if I were doing like knitting and products and stuff like that, like scarves, etc., I would go ahead and create a bundle. If it's the scarf with like some wash, like a couple of those wash samples to take care of it, the instructions on how to take care of it, put it in a set. Mommy and me sets would be amazing for that particular type of event, stuff like that. If you were going there, Karah, you could do the same thing. Mommy and me, right? Something for you, something for the child, right? Definitely, if at all possible, bring someone. People, when they're in these type of events, You want to be able to work with multiple people at the same time because it's huge, you know? So you want to have things ready to go. I would open gift bags, have gift bags open with tissue paper already out behind my booth. You know, Karah, you could do that too. Put the tissue paper, have it already set up behind you. So it's wham, bam, boom. Thank you cards in there, postcards, any information is already in there. You should not be wasting time. You want to limit the time that it takes you to get people checked out. Make sure that you have, if you can't afford to, because I know not everyone can, if you can't afford to have a separate device to take payment, please do that. Some people try to rely on their phone. Your phone dies. You know, it doesn't, your tablet's not going to die as fast as your phone. So have that. The quicker you make
an affordable charger.
bring a backup emergency charger. Do mystery sets. If I had, you know, what's really fun and does really well in those type of events too, is having a bin in front that might have like some of those older products, Karah, and stuff that just says like, you know, everything in here is X amount of dollars, right? Because that I've seen that do very well, because that's like a quick, and it's a flat price. People love just like, they don't have to ask you how much. If you can, have prices on every, like have a sign that tells you what it is, so you don't have to have that same interaction with, oh, how much is that scarf? How much is that gift set? How much he needs? If you were doing that, Karah, I would say make all those gift sets just an even number, instead of it being like, oh, 20, 17, 24, 22, just $20, $22, $20, just flat, because you make it easy and people, and then you can also incentivize buying more than one. So I might say like those lip teenies are $25 or $20 a piece when you buy two for 40.
Okay.
Right? Because it incentivizes it. It's already gift wrapped. You can promote it as a gift. Another thing is to keep in mind that people are going to be October. This is right before the holidays. Focus on things that are pre-assembled, ready to gift. So I would take, you know, something, have 2 or 3 things that are already gift boxed. I sold an entire skincare kit just because she loved the presentation. She was like, well, how much is this kit? And I told her, I was like, oh, no, I didn't have a flat price. You know what I said? Oh, it's basically, you can select any 6 products you want. It's going to be 20% off. And so if you like the kit just as it is, this is what it'll be. She loved it, bought it. Easy. I didn't have to do any work. I didn't have to explain that the moisturizer that. She just took the whole set. In your case, Karah, you can say, here's this acne care kit. Label it. Have something on it that says anti-aging, acne, teen, active male, active men, whatever, so that people can gift and go. They can, oh, okay, I can give that to my brother. Oh, that would be great for my teenager. Oh, I love this. You know, my mom will love that set. Because you take the guesswork out of it. People don't want to sit there and booth figuring stuff out.
Okay.
They just don't. Lipstick testers. People love to test products. Have something that they can help themselves to. Swatching, stuff like that. That way, someone could be swatching, you could be tending to somebody over here. And that way, you know, you can maximize how many contact points you have. The fact that you have this third terminal is great. Just make sure you have backup power, make sure you have enough batteries, make sure that you have everything that you could possibly need. And for love of God, take off the signature step of the square and all that. It's just not required anymore since COVID. Yeah, and you can quote me on that. So ixnay on that step. Make sure to use your dip cards when you're working at these events, because dip cards, you are responsible. If you are taking a chip card and you're processing it manually, you are responsible for that, and there's a high risk of chargebacks. Keep in mind that that's also very possible whenever dealing with high volume. It costs to be the boss. So the more that you can verify that this person was in fact at your booth. If there's going to be any large purchases over $100, I would request ID to match the card. Can I see an ID to match this card? What's that? Okay, so those are some of the ways, and like gamifying, giving somebody some reward or gift, getting email addresses I like to hold up my own. I used to have this like iPad that had them sign up, and they can touch to sign up. Okay, so those are just some ways to make sure that your event is successful. Yes, we want to sell product, but we also need to be able to contact these people who are already at an event, who are your target demographic, because they stopped at your table. They like what you have. You need to be able to contact them again. See, if someone comes to the website and they don't engage with something, I lost you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not technically, because I have pixels and all that, but there's a whole nother thing where I can kind of basically re-engage you when you go back on Facebook. But we don't have that at in-person events. So your way of tracking and getting data is to directly get it from the consumer. Go ahead and make sure that you're making them have a small commitment, do something in order to get whatever it is that you're offering.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this event so I can get ready for my next show. I hope that everything that I said today was helpful.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a lot of value from what I'm saying, please make sure to go ahead and tune in. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to comment and or subscribe. And if you like what you hear and you want to see more like it, you can support my show by sending stars. Thank you for joining us, Karah. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And I will see you soon. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Crystal Carmen from Beauty and the Geek.